Okay, so here's a company I probably should have talked about a long time ago, and that was Lytro. So, if in case you don't know, Lytro is or now was a company where they came up with this technology for camera sensors where you could focus after the fact. They called it light field technology, and over the years they didn't really find a good way to use the light field technology. I mean, they had a couple cameras out there. They had one which kind of looked like a rectangular shaped lipstick container, and it had very basic camera controls and didn't really catch on. And then they had the Lytro Ilum, which was, it looked more like a traditional camera, though it mainly used a touchscreen and it had a smaller sensor than even something like an APS-C camera. And so Lytro's just been kind of going around being here and there ever since they released those two cameras. They tried to make it into the professional and VR market, and as of very recently, there was a rumor that Google was actually going to buy Lytro, and unfortunately, today it turns out it wasn't that um Google was going to buy Lytro. The bad news is that Lytro is actually closing its doors, and this is what they said on their website. So, quote, at Lytro, we believe that Lightfield will continue to shape the course of virtual and augmented reality, and we're incredibly proud of the role we have been able to play in pushing the boundaries of what's possible. We've uncovered challenges we never dreamed of and made breakthroughs at a seemingly impossible pace. We've had some spectacular successes and built entire systems that no one thought possible. More importantly, we built a team that was singularly unified in its focus and rivaled in its dedication. It has been an honor and pleasure to contribute to the cinema and virtual reality communities, but starting today, we will not be taking on new productions or providing professional services as we prepare to wind down the company. We're excited to see what new opportunities the future brings for the Lytro team as we go our separate ways. We would like to thank the various communities that have supported us and hope that our paths will cross in the future. So, there you go. Lytro is closing its doors, and I honestly think it's a real shame. Like, what I think Lytro should have done after they invented the light field technology, and after experimenting with two dedicated cameras, which, you know, in this era where we're going down kind of trend that compact cameras are dying because smartphones are taking over, and in the sort of enthusiast and professional world, we're seeing, you know, DSLRs are kind of or on the decline, and mirrorless cameras are starting to come up. At least that's what Petapixel says. Um, I really don't know where Lytro's Lightfield technology would fit, or the way I see it, or at least in the dedicated camera field. Like, I feel like the next step they should have taken was trying to sell them the company or the technology to company like Google or Samsung. In fact, if it was true that Google was going to buy Lytro, I would actually be really floored, because because on a smartphone, people like using it these days because it's a multi-purpose tool. It's the device you use to watch movies. It's the device used for communication. It's the device you use to some extent, work on school projects, although people are more likely using something like a laptop or tablet to do that nowadays. But it's also, for many people, it's their primary cameras. So it would have been really cool if like Google bought Lytro, and on the Google Pixel 3 we would have seen, hey, look at this like technology we put in our smartphone where you could actually focus after the fact. I mean, yes, HTC had a camera, like that, but the idea that you could do this with one sensor, and if the technology was refined, like I heard on the original Lytro camera, there was a lot of the pictures were really noisy even in daylight. If it was more refined and put on more of a mass market device like a smartphone, I actually think Lytro could have a lot of success, or at least as far as they sold the technology to a much bigger company and they're seeing a lot of profit. And now look, somebody like a Google or Samsung is using this in their smartphones. So I think that's where Lytro should have went down. And even though when I looked up their Lytro Cinema and Emerge solutions, where they're basically using the light field technology for like large scale productions, I mean, it's neat, but as indicated by this announcement that Lytro is closing up shop, it wasn't enough to keep their company afloat. So, alright guys, this has been Blood Moon Bobby, and thanks for watching. Hey guys, this has been a Blood Moon Bobby video. Please like this video or dislike it, and please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.